all of my infinite beings and friends. Hey, what's that? Look up. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's reading between the lines, where we read life for what it is. Welcome back, guys. What is peace, right? Most people look for peace. Most people look for the days where they can just go through life at a breeze, right? Not having stress, not having worry, not having anxiety, not having frustrations. And I'm going to tell you immediately, that's never going to happen. We're going to start there, okay? Second, in order to have peace in your work, in your relationship, you have to first work on your inner peace. And to get your inner peace, you need to work on yourself. And that's the thing with a lot of people, is that a lot of people will work on the exterior first before they work on the interior. When the interior is actually where it all starts initially. The interior is where your self-esteem starts. The interior is where your frustration starts, right? The interior is where that pain comes from initially, where you have all of those sorrows, all of those aching pains, all of that depression, all of that anxiety, all of that is on the interior. And the reason that it's on the interior is because there's a dark side to everyone. There is a dark side to everyone. And not a lot of people want to admit it. And I know I was one of those people where in the beginning, I didn't want to admit that I was an angry person. I didn't want to admit that I still had trauma from my childhood. I was a person who didn't want to admit the things that were the most truthful. And I think that's where we all kind of get it mixed up, is that we're so afraid to hear the truth. We're so afraid to hear the things that will basically help us, that will actually get us to the next level of where we want to be. But we're so afraid to take it on. We're so afraid to face the darkness inside of us. We're so afraid to take on the pain that we've endured for many years, right? You know, and a lot of our pain and a lot of our dark days start from childhood, and a lot of us don't understand that. And a lot of us will say, no, that stuff doesn't faze me, that never fazed me. But in all actuality, it did, right? Because if it never fazed you, then why do you have anxiety? If it never fazed you, why do you not have love for yourself? If it never fazed you, then why are you angry? Why are you feeling like you need to implode on everything, right? If it never fazed you, then why is that something that's affecting your life right now? Right? And I know you can say, it's not always that it's that particular thing, but the thing is that when we don't go within ourselves to find the real cause of the issues, then we're never going to get anywhere. We're never going to get that peace that we expect. We're never going to find that hope, that joy, because we're so riddled in the pain and the anxiety and the depression and the sadness and the unhappiness, right? Because we're so wrapped up and we're stuck in trying to fix our exteriors before we fix our interiors. And as far as me, I was one of those people, which is one of the reasons why I can speak on it, right? I was there. I was at that point in my life to where I was like, there's nothing wrong with me. It's everyone else's fault. Everyone else is to blame. Everyone else is the cause. But then you get there and you get to a point to where now you have nobody else to blame but you. So now whose fault is it, right? You can blame as much as you would like, but when you sit there and you really think about it, whose fault is it now? right? When you get to a point where you're there by yourself, where you're alone, where you're on your own, whose fault is it now, right? You have to look at it as if, because everyone makes mistakes, you have to look at it as if you're not the only person in the world who has these pains, because there's so many of us. There are so many of us who have so much backed up pain, so much backed up trauma within ourselves that we don't notice what we're doing on the outside. That's the reason why our lives still fall apart. That's the reason why we're still so confused about a certain thing. That's the reason why we can't really push ourselves or get us to where we want to be, because we stop going within. When we stop going within and looking to fix the pain inside of us, or looking to fix the anger inside of us, or looking to fix the frustration that's already built up inside of us, and then you take it and you put it out into the world, you have nothing but an atom bomb. A ticking time bomb waiting. But then we expect to have peace. We expect to have tranquility. We expect to have amazing days. You can't have amazing days without trying to make those days amazing, without allowing other things to frustrate you, without allowing other people to upset you, without allowing the things that really cause you pain to be dealt with. Once you can get to that point in your life to where you're really willing to start understanding yourself, and you're really willing to start understanding the path that you're on, when you're really ready and you start that journey of going within to figure out, why do I feel like this? Why do I get angry at this? Why am I frustrated at this? Why does this confuse me? When you're ready to hear those things from yourself, then you're ready to start your journey to peace. But until then, you're gonna have to sit in your own misery. Until then, you're gonna have to sit in that pain and deal with that every day, because that peace is never gonna come until you deal with those emotions, until you deal with that pain, until you deal with that frustration, until you put a nail in the coffin and you close it shut. That's the only way. But of a lot of us, we get so lost and so wrapped up in just wanting everything to be perfect, and wanting everything to be correct, and wanting everything to go our way, but it's never going to be that way. Especially when you're not willing to help yourself. When you're not willing to go inside and put your emotions on trial, and put those feelings on trial. Now, guys, you know, I can go on and on and on and on, okay? Okay, yeah. But I'm gonna leave that right there. Now, I do also want to say I appreciate everyone who's liked, shared, and subscribed to my channel. I truly appreciate, and I'm extremely grateful for anyone who's subscribed. And I really want to hear you guys' comments. I really want to hear your opinion on these certain topics. Please, we're also going to be doing another segment. It's going to be our brain teaser segment. We're going to be, I hope you guys really like it. It's kind of like a way to kind of get your brain going during the day. So it's going to be like our new daily brain teaser, sort of thing. Just to really try to get your minds going and try to see the type of person that you really are, right? But please, guys, I want to hear your comments. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe, and let me know your feelings. Let me know what you think about this. Let me know what's your take on this. How does that make you feel? when have you started your shadow work? Have you worked on your inner self? What changed from when you were before to now? You know, for me, on my end, it changed my whole mentality completely, because I realized that a lot of the issues that I had were from me. A lot of the pain that I had was because of me. And that made me a happier person just in itself. Learning to deal with those things, learning to deal with that past, learning to deal with that anger, learning to deal with that feeling of abandonment, learning to deal with those things has got me to such a simpler place in life. And I would love to hear what you guys have. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what you guys feel on this. All right, guys. Peace, love, and happiness. Peace, love, and inspiration. And we out.